So it's live. All right, usually I can show a bit of my table. Let me see, I'm just fixing the camera. And then I will, so I'm gonna start yours, unless the waiting period is a lot for the yes and no. I'm gonna be doing free dice. So on this one, on this camera, I'm just waiting for it because I want to show at least a little bit of my table. On this tripod, I could show at least a little bit. Okay, good, good. Can you see the dice? I don't know. Trying. Does it show a little bit better there? Will that go away or not? That's very annoying. I guess they have a new feature. All right, that's fine. Hey guys, so I was gonna start with some free yes and no, but I'm gonna be doing the paid reading first. Sierra, are you there? Okay, let's get started. So this is a mind read. Wait, was it the mind read or the love one? Did you get the mind read or the love reading? Let me check. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and pull it up for you. Make sure I fulfill your order the right way, and then we can get started. And then those waiting for a free yes and no, it'll be after this reading. So I'll start those for those that are waiting on it. All right, here we go. So this one is the, oh, it's the love reading. Okay, you got the tarot love reading. All right. So this basically fits any type of committed love relationship, even a crush. A crush is not committed, but talking, dating, even the dating, committed already, every level of commitment as well. It's just basically a deep dive into the love situation. So on the description, I do have a mistake. I do have the description of part of it is on the mind read. I do have to fix that, but I'm just letting you know it's basically into the relationship itself to see where it's headed. That's the goal of this reading, is to figure out what's really going on with it and where it's headed. Is that what you wanted? That's what this reading is designed to give. So the only thing that I need from you is to tell me who it's on, because if you have, okay, that's what you eat? Want? Hey, I like your username. In Italian, that means empress. Is that what you meant? Empressi. Is that what you meant by that word? I mean, I know you like cut it up and the spelling is off, but that's cool. Okay. So just the only one that I need is who it's on. So for example, okay, that's fine. I was gonna say I do have to specify, because if a person's talking to a couple people, I would have to wean it out. Okay, Joel is fine. Do you know his sun sign? You know, in other words, his like zodiac sign, his horoscope sign. I don't need any of the fancy astrology details, just the zodiac sign is fine. Okay, a Leo, okay. What are you saying? You said, but when I was on the live the other day, you almost brought up someone I used to do that work. Okay. I don't remember, but if you say I mentioned it, what's the point? Like, what point are you trying to make? Well, that's okay. It doesn't matter, because this one you won on Joel. So that's what matters. All right, so we'll see what comes up. But yeah, okay, let's see where it's headed. So Joel, the Leo. Or I'll just say the Leo. Okay, here we go. So I was just casting the runes for the beginning of something, for the reading. Now I'm going to continue and do the tarot part. Oh, you know what? I got to do the dice part. Let me go ahead and do well, when I do free yes and no, I'm using these differently. This is for a love reading. So I'm going to do a love relationship reading on this, okay? Then I'll go in with the tarot. All right, so this is Sierra, and this is for the Leo. Well, let me tell you what's going on. I already found out some information, but I'm going to wait to tell you the rune part when I see the tarot part because they work together. But I'm going to go ahead and read this for you so far. This part is kind of like a general idea that I'm getting on your situation, on your love situation, kind of like a forecast. We're going to go into detail in a minute, okay? All right, so the beginning of the reading, as I break the ice, I'm seeing that you're in the relationship, but you're almost waiting to put one foot out. So you know how a person has like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They're 50% invested and 50% not invested. This is you, not exactly 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but like you're about to. And you are not in a happy situation at this time. I'll get into that in a minute. And it looks like you are headed in a direction with someone that you had a connection with very strongly. And it seems like they are in your past. So there is something here. There's something here. Hold off. Don't tell me info. You're a sweetheart for letting me know, how you feel. But don't tell me anymore. Let me see what comes up natural. Let me put out a little bit of the tarot reading first, and then when you feel comfortable, then if you want to share stuff or whatever you want to say, okay? But give me a minute. Let me see what comes out naturally, okay? So the thing is that someone from the past is showing up. They could be very close to meeting you again, or they already have. But this is like you in that direction. So let me get a little clarity on this a minute with this person. There's a person that is coming back into your life, and you are meant to be with them. I don't know if it's for life, because I'm not doing a love life lifelong reading, which would be an astrology, 10, 20, 30 years down the line, whatever it is, okay? I'm looking at, the future that pertains to this time in your life. So let me explain. This hasn't happened yet. This part is future prediction, all right? It's just to give you an awareness. I know that your reading is on the Leo, all right? And I understand that. So this is the way it goes. We're going to focus on the Leo. And for now, your focus and your trying to focus is on the Leo. The thing is that there's another man showing up that's in your destiny, and the connection is incredibly strong. So this is someone coming back into your life, and it's love. All right, and it's a major connection. This time around, this is really going to be something deep. So that's why I can't help if he shows up. I have to talk about it. The other person, the way they feel is very hard-headed, very determined to continue seeing things their way. We're talking about the Leo. But we're about to see how the story is going to unfold with that. And let's go in now, okay? That was the energy check. Ow! The bracelet caught my hair. Okay, here we go. I was just yawning. Sorry. All right. Did you say, Sierra, are you a Virgo? I forgot your sign. I don't even know if you told me. Libra, okay. And you have no Virgo, right? In your moon or your rising or stellium, if you have any? Just in your main identities, not in your other planets. Virgo moon, I figured. I'll tell you why in a minute. There's a reason why I asked you. The Venus part wouldn't matter. Being when you talk about the big 6 or the big 8, that has a lot to do with who you are in that part of your life. But a lot of people leave out the house, so you're only giving like 25% of the picture. When I ask for identities, that's really what matters. Sun, moon, rising. Everything else has to do with a section of your life. But what surrounds who you are, your identity, is sun, moon, rising. So it's important, but it's not identifying. Okay? All right, here we go. So this is not heavy on a mind read because, you know, you're getting the one that's focusing on the love life. So the relationship itself, not so much what the Leo is thinking only in the reading. You're getting one on the whole relationship to see what's going on. So this is what I have found. The reading begins with the Leo very headset in his ways where he doesn't want to change. And if he continues this stubbornness, I guess you can call it, you're going to leave. So this is when you are being aggravated continuously with the person that's causing the aggravation not to cooperate with you. So this is what I find peculiar. I asked you if you were a Virgo in one of your identities. So if your Venus is a Virgo, you're not a Virgo. You're not what your planets are. You are what your sun, your moon, and your rising is. That's who you are. That's your identity. So because you have a Virgo moon, you are a Virgo. So your structure and focus and goals when it comes to stability and money and the big picture of your life, you know, there are a lot of goals that you have and what you envision to build with someone who's going to be your other half, or at least potentially maybe fit that role. You're going to want your goals met. You want to combine your life together. You want to know you're on the same page. And this person is somewhat shady the way they're behaving. One of the things they're hiding from you is they're about to either make more money or go for they're about to make a career move or a business move where if they do make more money, they're not going to let you know. So this is already a person being secretive with their, you know, with their info. This is a person being secretive with what they are, I guess, their business endeavors. Secrets shouldn't be play a role in a relationship. It's not healthy. And the fact that he has to hide it, that's interesting. So he's a Leo, so that means he doesn't want to be controlled. So part of you might make him feel like he has to kind of fit what you want, or there's some kind of rule there. Yeah, and in this particular case, he purposely doesn't want to. Well, that's what I'm saying to you. So it's not that he's just naturally reserved. It's that he's purposely being secretive. So Leo is usually not like that unless they I've seen it in situations where when a Leo male becomes very untrustworthy of the woman that they're with, it usually has to do with the role of the mother is playing. Not always, but very frequently. His mother is not showing up here. But yeah, a lot of times it's they do have a very like you know, a relationship where they communicate heavily. You know, or they'll have another type of confidant. So this is important. Now, I do see the relationship ending. So I actually see the ending itself. So my goal is always to put a happy spin on things. I'm very much a positive person. I'm here to help out if there's a connection that's going awry. But when I already see the ending to something, it's just not, there's nothing for you to do. Just live your life and this will play out naturally. So there's something that is just not going to work out here. So the ending of the reading is already being shown. It's written in destiny. So it's already showing. Usually I would tell people, oh no, you know, try to do this, try to cooperate, get back together, you know, try to prevent this, but not in this case. This is going to die, the relationship. Somebody new stepping in. And there's somebody that you have had, I believe he works with you or has. And you have familiarity in the past. So I don't know if you went to school together and ended up working in the same place. I don't know if, this guy maybe grew up in the same neighborhood, and you end up meeting him somewhere. I don't know if, so again, how do you play out familiarity, history? You know him from the past. Maybe he was in like an outer circle of friends, or you kind of knew him and didn't directly know him. There's something there because there's a link. So there might have been attraction, but you never spoke. Maybe it was across the room. You made eye contact one time. Whatever it is, this is showing that there's someone in your past that has an attraction to you, and you're going to cross paths. And it's going to just flourish. At the same time, I see you more comfortable with this person. Kind of like everything that you were missing out on with the Leo, everything clicks with this person. Again, this is not saying this lasts forever and it's the best in the world and it's, here comes a chariot and glitter and gold rain. I'm not saying that. I don't know what you're going to make of this relationship. I'm just saying that this is the beginning of something very nice. This is a near future perspective. Hopefully you both work at it wonderfully. You said you did meet a guy at work who you really liked. He's a Gemini, but you're not sure if it's him. Whatever it is, it's going to happen naturally. Whether it's him or whether it's... So first of all, the first thing is, did he offer to buy you something? Like a cup of coffee or something like that? Or was it the Leo that offered you something when you first met? The reason I'm asking is because there's a place marker in the reading where I see a man offering to buy you something small, like being kind of romantic, just, hey, you want one of these? Or he brings you something. So this is like an offering, like maybe it's like a pastry or a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. You are offered something small and you're brought something. Usually edible. Okay. The food. Okay, it's food. Okay, so in that case, it can be either one. I got you. Okay, so the reading energy that you have is that a relationship is ending. The escalation of the privacy is going to get worse. So it's going to escalate. That means that you will feel like not only pulling at information is like kind of pulling teeth. It's difficult, but you're also going to see not clear answers. So the frustration gets worse. And then I see the blossoming of something new that unfolds naturally without you having to do anything. Sometimes I'll see a new love coming in a reading and I'll tell the person, hey, be aware of it, go show up, go to the party, or go to the dinner, go and put your effort and do this and do that. In your case, there's nothing for me to tell you what to do. This is happening already. It's just destined. It's just gonna flow naturally. Sometimes people have to put a lot of effort to something like a new job or make a good impression. And sometimes it's just so written that you just go with the flow. There's nothing for you to do. So this is a full predictive reading instead of a prediction that also entails the client to put a certain type of effort. In this case, this is all unfolding. The reading did close. Let me see something. It's not the Gemini. Okay? You said exactly with the Leo, he's your ex who resurfaced, but recently he's been so hot and cold. What? I'm a little bit confused. So you're saying that the Leo was an ex and then you reconnected and went out again? Is what you're saying? Or am I misunderstanding you? Okay. All right. So Libras sometimes have a pattern in their life. Libra sun. So it's not going to be Libra in any other place of the horoscope or I should say a person's natal chart. So if a person says, I'm Pluto Libra and I'm this Libra and I'm this Libra, it's Libra sun. And about 50% of people that have it as a rising. That's it. Libra itself as a sun sign, sometimes a rising, because rising has many more attributes than the sun. The sun has more powerful but potent attributes, the more out loud ones. They sometimes have a pattern in their life where friends or lovers come in and out. So some are going to have it in the social life and some are going to have it in their love life. So they'll go out with someone in 8th grade. They don't hear from them till after college. And then the next thing you know, they meet at a bookstore. And then they start going out. Oh, we knew each other as kids, whatever. You could break up with somebody in your 20s and meet them again in your late 30s, whatever. Yeah. So now it's either going to have a patternistic approach in the love or it's going to be that way with friends. And some of them have it, some Libras, depending on, what decan, sometimes they'll have it with family. So they'll be very stable and go on to new people, but their family will remarry each other or something weird like that. It's going to be one than the other. It's going to be more one than the other because Libra networks and has social friends, and Libras don't burn bridges with friends really. I mean, sometimes it can, but mainly. So it's going to be one more potent than the other. So I take it yours might be the love, because this is, if the Leo was an ex that came back, and then this guy is somebody from your past coming back, or coming back maybe for the first time in this way, but still coming back, that I think it would be the love pattern with you more than the social. Okay, so here we go. It's not the Gemini. So you asked if the love that I see coming to you and flourishing properly, like a good love connection, is it the Gemini? It is not. So that doesn't mean ignore him and don't date him if he likes you, but I'm just saying it's not him. It's somebody else you're going to meet very soon. So today, this kind of seems weird, this reading, because it's a reality that you're not there yet. Kind of sounds weird because today everything is in a different place. You're still with the Leo, you're still deciding on what to do, you're dealing with emotions that are plugged into today's focus, and I'm talking about something way different. So this is one of those things where unfortunately you're going to have to wait and see how it plays out. But I'm already making the prediction you are going to be with a boyfriend very soon, and this person makes you very relaxed. Very, I guess, when a person is so calm in their life that they have actual time to do hobbies or crafts or something like that. You know what I mean by that? Like let's say that there's something that you used to do for fun. I don't know, something with your hands, like you would build something or shape something, and because of the stress and so much going on in life, you just haven't done it. You don't enjoy enough of the things that are you things, like hobby things. Well, in this relationship, I see you doing more of that. So this means that all of this stress that you've been living through, you end up in a connection that allows you to unwind. So this is very serene. But you just have to be patient. Now, once you have that connection, once this part of the future starts playing out and you want to know about that relationship, that would be good if you feel if you're worried about something. If everything is great and flowing smoothly, if it ain't broke, don't fix. But if you are in it and it's going really well, but your intuition is worried about something because you're a Virgo moon, so you're going to overanalyze a lot of things internally. The Libra sun might have you figure it out and be groovy with it, but then you're gonna, you know, the Virgo moon is gonna kind of work against that sometimes, and you're going to have to, while your sun sign's trying to quiet your moon, your moon's still going to be unsettled inside, and you're going to like push it down. Should I do this? No, let me not do that. So it's going to be hard. So if you see yourself really stressed and worried about something, you know, you can come in if you want and get a reading from me on the relationship, and then we could have a little clarity on it. A lot of times relationships that go very well with the couple sometimes has problems with family. Unfortunately, sometimes really good relationships, there's something that either his family has an issue with you or something like that, and you can't ever let those things get in the way because they're not in the relationship with you. He is. I'm not saying that's coming up. I'm saying that that's a pattern I've seen. So don't worry about it. There's nothing more. There's nothing more for you to worry about. This is good news, except for the fact that I do, you know, I'm sorry that the connection is going to end with the Leo. But again, you know, just be your natural self. There's nothing for you to do or not do. Live your life natural, and this will unfold naturally. All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much for getting a reading from me, Sierra. Did I say your name right? Or is it Clara? Okay, is there anything else you're like not, I don't like leaving cliffhangers, so is there, oh, okay, thank you. Is there anything else you, before we end the reading, that you maybe are worried about, or you feel wasn't clear or anything like that that I can do for you? Let me know. No. Those kinds of readings I do, but they're more, and they take a while. Yeah, those are more details. Wanting to know who it is, of course, I know. Yeah, it's someone that you know from your past, and it's someone that has a lot of stability. They have a lot in common with you in the way that they are, their goals. They merge very well with you. So, you know, it's a person that in the past found you attractive. And again, look for the pattern of offering something. So those are clear clues. All right, sweetheart, thank you so much. A lot of the questions that you're asking in that would be with astrology. Yeah, that's where I look for those kinds of things. That's a big reading. You don't need that. I mean, unless you want it, but it's, you know, longer and expensive. That's why these are really good. They give clarity, but they pack a good punch, and they're very affordable. So, but yeah, I mean, it's in my shop if you want it, but I think you should just live your life and enjoy it. Don't analyze so much. It'll drive you nuts. All right, sweetie. Thank you.